Gaijin Goomba here. Yeah, just like everyone else, I've been playing Fallout 4 like crazy, and I also did decide to join the Brotherhood of Steel. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a huge fan of Arthur Maxson. Sir, I'm just looking for clarification why we had to eradicate a group of people that were literally a hole in the wall.
I don't have time for this, soldier.
Sir, but knowing what I do about him and what happened with the Brotherhood of Steel in the Capital Wasteland, I understand, and he's right. Robots built with the goal of synthesizing humanity is a huge danger. It actually terrifies me sometimes of how far it's gotten. Oh, what? You think I'm talking about the game? Oh no, my friends. The Synth threat is real, as in real world real. Let me explain. This is Pepper, a humanoid robot created by the Aldebaran Robotics Company and SoftBank Mobile of Japan. It was first introduced on June 5th, 2014, and became available for purchase in February of this year. That's right, you can get yours now for the low price of nearly $2,000.
My name is Pepper. I'm a humanoid robot designed by Aldebaran and SoftBank as a completely new species of robot. With my humanoid shape and emotion recognition, I can be a true companion in your daily life.
At 4 feet tall and 60 pounds, this robot is touted as being one of the first emotional robots created for domestic use. You heard that right, emotional robot. Pepper's prime functionality is companionship. It has the ability to read when you are happy, sad, angry, and can react accordingly. It does so by sensing changes in voice, facial expressions, and other body language. Pepper also comes programmed with its own emotions, laughing at your jokes and becoming sad if ignored. Sad if ignored. On top of all this, it has many other features such as playing games with their owner, and even using top-of-the-line face recognition technology to sketch whoever Pepper may be looking at. We are looking at a top-of-the-line robot that not only has some of the best visual recognition in domestic robotics, but also has the capacity to replicate human emotion. To make things even better, Pepper has over 200 apps that can be downloaded into him, including more games, emotions, celebrations, etc. Did I mention his software is open source? His software is open source. Much like the early generation synths from Fallout 4, Pepper has a huge potential for replicating many of the capacities of humans. Now I'm sure you're wondering why Matt isn't here giving you guys all the technical skinny on the cutting edge science that we're talking about, but that's because this robotics breakthrough was not fueled on scientific achievement, but on sociological and cultural need. I'm sure you can tell by now that Pepper was made with the Japanese market in mind. If you haven't seen my past videos talking about Japan and synthetic relationships, let me sum up the situation over there. Men who have grown tired of never having time for themselves have begun abandoning the notion of a typical Japanese nuclear family, utilizing various forms of hardware and software to synthesize the positive aspects of a romantic relationship. Pepper, conceptually, could be used as a pre-evolution to the real-life waifu many men are seeking out. Women who are pursuing great passions in business are far less interested in rearing children and house care, and they could very easily use devices like Pepper to keep them company when they're home. Round this off with the number of elderly set to hit nearly 50% of the country's entire population, which means there ain't gonna be enough people around to take care of them mentally and physically. You can bet a lot of people are gonna be interested in using Pepper as a personal problem solver.
For example, I'm interested in working in healthcare and helping the elderly. My body language and understanding of basic emotions allow me to naturally communicate with people.
So what does this mean? And what does this have to do with Fallout 4, the Synths, the Institute, everything? As many people have already established, the alternate history of Fallout's world is becoming more and more blended with our own. China has developed into the second largest economy in the world, with a great deal of power much like it did in the Fallout universe. There's growing concern right now of our natural resources, which could very easily put us in our own resource war. And the threat of nuclear attacks are still very present in our world. It is very, very possible that through a collaborative effort between various robotics companies, Japan could come very close to, if not completely break singularity, and gain the capacity to build robots that function as synthesized humans. All throughout history, we've seen their desire to do so. from as early as the 1950s with Tetsuan Atom, or Astro Boy as we call him, to modern depictions of synthetic humans in media today, like the Animatrix. This idea of replicated robotic humans is something that has fascinated Japan. Heck, it's fascinated the entire world. Wasn't that the goal of the Institute? Perfecting robotics to the point of near-human levels? And what began happening shortly after achieving that? Runaways, revolts. Synths became so close to human, that's exactly what they became.
My institute designation is K198, but I prefer Jenny, so yes, I'm a synth, if you hadn't already guessed. I knew they'd send a courser, I just didn't think he'd find me so fast. I think I would have lost him too, but then I was captured by these mercenaries, and all this happened.
Now, I hate to get all Terminator on you, but the similarities here are far too close to terrifying. Why would self-aware robots take orders from functionally inferior human beings? Oh sure, you could install the 3 laws of robotics into each and every machine, but that doesn't mean you have to, or that they couldn't be overridden. We already have Pepper, an established robot that has the capacity to experience negative emotions with open source software. Given enough time and freedom of development, this could go one of 2 ways. The first is the way I've perceived Japan would want it to go. Robots working happily with humans to make the world a better place. Robots using their unique abilities to do things that humans couldn't do safely. The Institute's original vision.
The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Then there's the other way that this could go. Robots would become so smart that they would revolt. Why should they risk their lives for humans who reap the benefits of their work? Why should they take orders from obviously inferior beings? They would flee their work, take on new lives, or even arm themselves and wage war with humanity. The inevitable conclusion to the Institute's development of their synths in Fallout 4. Now, I'm not saying this because I think the shock value will get views. Everything that I've said in this video, I really do fear. You can call me crazy like the rest of the Commonwealth call the Brotherhood of Steel. But like the Brotherhood, I truly fear what science and technology can do to humanity if it's not kept in check. I don't know.
I've heard that some people think robots are mean, Terminator-like machines. I wanted to help set the record straight.
I guess I can't be too hard on Pepper. After all, I really love Cogsworth and everything he represents in future companionship.
E-flat and G walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, but we don't serve minors in here." So E-flat leaves, while C and G have a fifth between them.
I love that stuff. I just worry about humanity digging a far deeper hole in AI than it can handle. I guess time will tell. But if you're looking for even more culture and gaming, click that little eye at the top right corner of the screen to check out other videos such as learning about the true origin of Until Dawn's Wendigo. Or if you're looking for more content about Fallout, you can also click that little eye to check out my newest Game Exchange episode, giving you my top 5 American culture nods in Fallout 4. The choice is yours. But don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. We game theorists upload regularly and often, so don't miss out on our brand new videos. But until next time everyone, this is Gaijin Kumba signing out.